Welcome back, everyone, to the final credits. That's weird. I received a book today.
Did you now?
Yeah.
What's in your book, Big Grim?
Let's look through this for a second. Oh my. Well, according to the grimoire over here,
The Grimoire.
The Grimoire. Okay.
they're apparently they're gonna make a Harry Potter series on HBO Max. Now, what exactly that means for us is supposedly the plan around this is that they're going to focus on each book as a season. So the Goblet of Fire is going to be its own season. The Sorcerer's Stone is going to be its own season. There are a couple of things to talk about with this. The first one being, for the book lovers out there, this will give the book lovers a little bit more detail into the actual book, because every adaptation, anything that's based off of a book or an old TV show or anything, always has to be cut for time for XYZ reasons, or there's always just some kind of thing wrong with it. The director, the writer didn't like this one little thing. This is an opportunity to fix said mistakes. Also an opportunity to bring in certain characters that have just been completely pushed out of the series, because they do exist. Also, something else, possibly, something that people may not want to talk about or anything, but this is also probably just another, reason for J.K. Rowling to make boatloads of money, which she doesn't fucking deserve. J.K. Rowling essentially is the George Lucas of Star Wars. The worst thing to happen to her own goddamn series. That is my statement. That is what I stand upon. The other guys I won't speak for, that's where I stand. I will stand on this soapbox all goddamn day saying that. Fuck you,
Well
JK.
then.
Well, let me throw this question at you guys. Do you think it's too soon to do a reboot TV series? So, like 10 years after the last movie that was done?
It's always too soon. It's too soon to do a Lord of the Rings reboot.
Well, this isn't a reboot. This isn't a reboot. It's more of like an augmentation of the movie, the original.
Yeah, but it's
movies.
different characters, it's different everything. It's going to change the dynamics of everything.
It's not different characters. It would be different actors.
I'm sorry. Yeah, correct. Yeah, correction. Actors, not characters.
So, like, there's going to be somebody different, like playing as Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe would not be Harry Potter. The dude is way too old to be 12 years old.
But it's still supposed to be in the same universe as the original movies.
It is essentially a retelling of the
reboot. It's its own thing, basically.
It is a retelling of what we saw already. Just the possibility of having more detail that the books left out, which for some could be like a no-brainer. Absolutely. I want to see this. All the Potterheads are going to flock to this.
Well, the Potterheads.
But with the TV series, one thing you have to be afraid of, especially from this loyal fan base, is with a TV series, unlike with the movies, that it might open the door for creative liberties if they're not. I'm not saying be exact to the source material, but the Potterheads are going to be paying attention to every little detail, especially for a TV show, a book that's going to a whole year of the book to cover the season. So that's where I have some concern where how much creative.
Here's the issue with that. We already had that with the movies. So allow me time to tempt fate and saying, could this get any worse? We'll find out.
What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Hold on.
Of power.
I can't say that I'm a Potterhead, but I enjoyed all the movies. I liked the series. It was great. I even liked, Wonderful whatever it was called.
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts, right. And I like that series too. That was great.
You're the only one.
You guys failed to understand that this is going to be on HBO Max.
Yep.
And 9 out of 10 shows on HBO Max are magnificent. So I believe that this could be a hit on HBO Max, just like every other show that they have.
Well, here's the deal with that, Spade. It all depends on who you have working in the background with this too.
We don't know.
We've all seen The Last of Us, and we know why it's fantastic. It's because you actually had the people with the source material working with the writers and directors in the background.
Right.
Are we going to have the same thing with this? Who knows? All we know is that they're doing it, and J.K. Rowling isn't going to let a damn person stop her. How dare you?
I don't see the issue.
Do your research, Spade.
Oh
Do
no,
your
I know
research on
everything.
this
I don't care what her political or whatever beliefs are. She created a series and she deserves to make money off of something that she made. And if people are going to go out and watch it or buy it, or because of their reasoning for liking it, then that's great. If you don't agree with her political stance, then don't buy anything. It's very simple. You either watch it because you want the characters, or you don't watch it because you don't like the creator. It's very clear cut and dry right there and then.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to J.K. Rowling, I feel like that's a whole another bag of chips to discuss when it comes to her controversies and all that. I feel like what's going on with this show right now is that either you're going to watch like the first episode of the first season and just be like, nope, this is not replacing my original movies, or maybe it is good, maybe there is something to it that it clicks, and maybe if they position it as like a one-off type of thing, I think it'll be more successful that way. They just need to make sure people don't perceive it as a replacement for the original movies, because no one's ever going to touch the original cast. No one's ever going to touch the original series.
Of course not. No.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think they have to be careful with how they market it, because I like just how I asked before. I was like, is this like an augmentation, like an addition to what we got in the original movies, or is it like a reboot retelling?
It's a reboot
retelling.
So a lot of people, I feel like, will also have that confusion of, is this something that is like an add-on to the movies, or is it like a reboot? And maybe they'll go in thinking one thing and that gets disappointing because it ends up being another. So I think what HBO and WB really needs to focus on and be careful of is how they get the people to like want to watch it, like why do they want to watch it, and B, making them understand what this is actually about. But it's interesting in my opinion. I don't know.
And also remember, guys, this is a rumor. It's not official yet. So
yeah,
that's true too. Wait and see.
And on that note,
until then, prove us right, prove us wrong. Let us know what you guys think down in the comics. Start a little bit of controversy down there. Why not? We'll read them.
Keep it clean.
But until then, roll the credits. We're out.
No credits.
Roll credits.